a wonderful day, not a cloud in the way, and the skies are all blue, and the sun's shining through. Yeah, it's a wonderful day, and not one to waste on sleeping in late. It's the very best news, Channel 2 and Daybreak.
And this morning's Meals in Minutes, we're grilling up a quick and easy flank steak with veggies. You're watching Daybreak on Channel 2.
Hey, if you're looking for a nice end of summer recipe that doesn't take too long out on the grill, we're going to be cooking a marinated flank steak this morning. Lee Clayton Roper back with us from a well-seasoned kitchen. Always good to see you.
Nice to see you too, Tom. Thanks for having me back.
So you were just telling me about the flank steak and one of the reasons you like cooking that particular cut.
I like cooking that cut, and it was a wonderful cut that my mother loved to make for our family because my dad liked his meat really, really rare, and I liked it more just pink. And a flank steak is always thicker. Typically, when the way they're cut is thicker on one end and thinner on the other.
So you get a variety of temperatures.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
So you can cook it once, but then make everybody in the family happy.
All right, well, let's get to the marinade.
Okay,
that's going to take some time.
Was one of my mother's favorites, and she was really known for this. So if you want to whisk this up, in this dish I have, this is vegetable oil and soy sauce and sherry.
Okay.
I put that in there all together. So if you want to kind of whisk that together, it hasn't really been whisked.
Try and get it all blended.
Yep, and then we're going to put in, sorry,
go ahead.
a little bit of garlic.
Minced garlic.
Yep, and here is ground mustard and ground ginger.
So there's a lot of flavor.
Really lots of flavor. I love the ginger.
Okay.
And this is a really versatile recipe in terms of what you can do. My brother doesn't really ever have sherry on hand, so he uses tequila.
Oh, okay.
And he puts his tequila in here, and he loves
flavor.
it. Yep, and he's convinced that tequila is a really great meat tenderizer.
I've seen that used. It does, and it has a signature. Let's just say that. Yeah.
Exactly. And he likes to do it not only with flank steak, but with that tequila mixture with elk steaks.
Okay.
Which is really delicious. Okay, I think that's probably good.
All right.
So now we'll just put the meat in, and when you put the meat in, you kind of want to slop it in there. So I always kind of
roll
get
it over
in there
to
and
make
push
sure
it
everyone.
down. Exactly.
And how long do you want this to marinate?
I really like to marinate it for at least 6 hours, even up to 24.
In the fridge covered?
In the fridge covered, and then bring it out. Let it sit at room temperature for at least 20 to 30 minutes. I think you and I have talked about this before, that meats you really want to have at room temperature before you put them on the grill. They're going to
Some chef called it slagging. We had it on there. Slag the meat. He called it to get it to room temperature and let it go.
Slag that meat.
All right, you sit there and slag.
Slag the meat. And so now what we're going to do is make these wonderful grilled vegetable packets that go with it. And they're just delicious. And these you can do on your home grill, but you can even do them on a campfire.
Right.
Last month, my husband and I were on a national book tour promoting my cookbook, and we were in our Airstream camping. And we made this a couple times in the fire. It's that easy.
So we have some eggplant added to.
Added to zucchini and yellow squash. And this is some new potatoes and red onion.
Everything cut down to a bite-sized bite.
Right. The potatoes are half-inch squares, and the other things are 1 inch because the potatoes take a little bit longer to cook, so that way they all get done at the same time. This is flavored feta cheese.
Pick a flavor.
Pick up this one. I like the tomato basil.
Right.
But you can do non-flavored. You can do goat cheese. You can do whatever you want. It's a really versatile recipe.
Sure.
Kind of mix and match whatever you like. This is chopped basil. And then you just do a little bit of oil.
Just keep everything moving.
Yep, and then some salt and pepper.
Okay.
Now, do you want to toss this, or do you want me to? I like to toss it.
I like to watch you toss stuff, because when I toss it, it's like a ticking bomb. Something bad can happen.
Well, and as you know, I like to do everything with my hands. Because there's just something about getting in there and feeling the food that really makes it delicious. And this is a really healthy recipe. None of this, as you saw how easy the marinade was to make, this is just as easy. It's like all the recipes in our cookbook. They're just not complicated, but full of flavor.
If your knife skills are good, it doesn't take too long to get all those chopped into shape.
And if you really don't want to chop, anymore, you can buy so much stuff pre-chopped.
So these will go in the packets. The packets are headed for the grill as well. Do you want a single serving per packet?
You do. You put it in there. You just divide the mixture evenly, and I'll just show you here quickly. I don't want to take too much time. You bunch it up, but you want to allow the steam to get out the top.
Right.
So you don't want to completely seal it.
And roughly how long, what temperature? The steak is cooking, and this will cook similar?
Actually, I usually cook this first. This you cook over medium heat.
Okay.
So you put it on, the grill's on about medium heat, cover it, cook it for about 30 minutes. And then what I do, the steak only takes, for medium rare, it takes 4 minutes aside. So I usually take the vegetable packets off. They'll stay warm in their little packet. it. Increase the heat on the grill and then put the steak on. 4 minutes on each side. Check it with an instant read thermometer and you're good to go.
It'll be delicious. I know it. The book is a well-seasoned I'm going to do that again. A well-seasoned kitchen. Our friend Lee Clayton Roper dropping in with us today. Lee, thanks very much. We look forward to the taste test coming up in a couple minutes.
Sure, thank you.
All right,
Hysterical.
How do you guys like the flank steak?
Love it.
It's very delicious,
Like the
wasn't
seasoning.
it?
Yeah, marinade.
Why am I the only, not even some vegetables over here? You're
I know
doing
the marinated
reporting,
vegetables.
anything.
We were trying to chew quietly so we didn't ruin your report. It was delicious. Again, thanks to
very
Lee
good.
Clayton Roper.
A well-seasoned kitchen.
It is.
Yes. Condition.
Conditioned kitchen, similar.